So I promised you guys a bonus germ video and experiment. So here we go. Why are we learning about germs during Superhero Week? The answer is because we are currently living in a time where it's very, very important that we take care of our bodies, that we make sure we're healthy, we make sure we're nice and clean, and that we're not spreading germs. Now, what are germs? Germs are tiny little things that can be anywhere on our bodies. They can be in our mouths, on our hands, on different things around the house, doorknobs, bathrooms. Really, germs can be everywhere. How do germs spread? Germs spread when you touch something and then somebody touches the thing that you just touched and goes on and on and on. For example, if you guys remember when we were learning about the human body, we did an experiment where, if you remember, I pretended to sneeze. And when I sneezed, instead of sneezing in my elbow like I'm supposed to, I pretend sneezed in my hand. And I put shaving cream in my hand. And then I proceeded to shake hands with every single one of you. Now, what happened by the end of that experiment? You were all covered in shaving cream. My germs were now on each one of you. How could I have stopped that? How could I have not spread my germs? I could have washed my hands. Very good. If I had either sneezed into my elbow, achoo, or if I had accidentally forgotten and sneezed into my hands, if I had gone to the sink, if I had gotten some soap and water, wash, 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 remember you're supposed to sing happy birthday 2 times, and then dried them off, then I probably would not have spread those germs to each and every one of you. Germs spread very easily. When we sneeze, things can travel out of your mouth and across the room. Germs, spit, different things that come out of your mouth. When you guys put your fingers in your head holes, remember in your ears, in your nose, in your mouth, again, germs get on your hands, and then when you don't wash your hands, everything you touch now has your germs on it. Same thing when, unfortunately, some of my friends have their hands in their pants or in their clothes or anything. Again, germs. After you use the bathroom, you're supposed to wash your hands because, again, germs. Germs are everywhere. And the way we stop the spread of germs is washing our hands. Soap and water gets rid of germs. If we want to kill germs, we use hand sanitizer. But it's not good to use hand sanitizer all the time. The best thing to use is soap and water. So I want you guys to practice washing your hands. You turn the water on, get your hands wet, squirt of soap. You're going to rub, rub, rub until you see all those bubbles. You're going to rub on the inside of your hands, the tops, inside between your fingers. Make sure you get your thumbs. And then you're going to put water back on your hands and then dry them off with a paper towel or a regular towel. And remember, while you're doing that, you're supposed to be singing happy birthday 2 times in your head. So that's how you know you've washed your hands long enough. And when you sneeze or cough, into your elbows, because when's the last time you saw somebody walk up to you and say, hey, how you doing? People don't touch you with their elbows. That's why it's generally safe if you sneeze into your elbow. If you sneeze into your hands and then you touch someone, germs. So let's do our germ experiment, because I am going to show you that germs are absolutely terrified of soap. When they see soap, they run. They run as fast as they can because they know that soap is coming after them. And they are deathly afraid of that soap. So let's do this experiment. So we're going to pretend that this dish is our hand. And this milk is our skin. So all you're going to do is you are going to fill a container. And you don't have to use a ton of it. You're just going to fill a container with some milk. Now, for my experiment, I am going to use food coloring. You can also do this experiment with pepper. The reason, though, I do it with food coloring is because it has more of a visual effect, and I notice that a lot of the kids get more excited when they see the big burst of color rather than just pepper moving. So you're going to use different colors, whatever you have, and these are going to be the germs that are on your hands. And this is what happens when you sneeze and you leave germs on your hands. Can you guys see that? And you're going to try and do it very carefully. Try not to mix around the container too much because you don't want any swirling going on. And now, so those were sneezes. These will be coughs. All right. And these germs will unfortunately be those ones of us putting our fingers in our head holes. We're putting our fingers in our ears. We're putting our fingers in our mouths. We're putting our fingers, unfortunately, in our noses. All the places that we know our hands do not belong. And then, of course, these will be the bathroom germs, the ones that happen when we're in the bathroom and when you don't come out and you don't wash your hands. So there are germs everywhere. Now, we need to wash the germs away. And how we do that, we just discussed. We wash our hands. And what do we wash our hands with? Soap and water. What happens if you only wash your hands with water? Will the germs disappear? No. The answer is no. Well, let's test that out. So what we're going to do is we are just going to get some water on our Q-tip, and we are just going to dip it in. Do you see anything happening? No. It's just kind of moving around. If we swirl, we could swirl, but we don't want to. We just want to tap up and down, up and down. Is anything happening? No. The germs, they're not going anywhere. These germs are definitely not afraid of only water. What are germs afraid of? Soap. So we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to put some water on our Q-tip. But this time, we're also going to add soap. So you're going to take some dish soap. And all you're going to do is you are going to put some on the tip of your Q-tip. Just like that. And then we're going to dip it in. And what's happening? The germs are running away. And what you can see is that when you dip, everywhere you dip where that soap was, those germs scatter as fast as they can. They run away from the soap. So I want you to try this experiment and try it with different colors, different germs. You can do as much or as little as you want. And dip the Q-tip only in water. And then when you dip it in, you're going to see those germs, they're not going anywhere. But when you dip it in water and soap, you're going to see those germs scatter. You're going to see them run away because germs are afraid of soap and water. So do this experiment, have fun, and remember, practice good hand washing, cover your mouths, and keep your fingers out of your head holes and out of your pants because unfortunately that is where a lot of my friends like to put their hands. So please keep your hands clean, keep your germs to yourself, stay healthy, eat good foods and vegetables, fruits, drink milk, water, try and not do as many sweets, exercise, get those bodies moving, and that is the way to stay as healthy as possible. So I hope you enjoyed this extra bonus video, and as always, any questions, please let me know. I would love to hear from you and to see what you guys are doing, and we'll see what comes up next. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.